Welcome to the first episode in my new series, Star Wars Theories. In this new series I'm going to take you through some of my own theories about the Star Wars universe. So let's begin with, so you are sure you know about Star Wars? Star Wars has been with us since 1977. It's one of the most loved franchises of all time, but just how much attention to detail have you given it across the last 40 years? Here are 5 of my favourite theories based on Star Wars canon a lot of people have missed when watching the films. Number 1. Jedi aren't the good guys. Think about this. The Jedis use mind control over people to subjugate them to their will. Jedi also can't be trusted at gambling. We see evidence of this with Qui-Gon Jinn cheating when he battles against Watto for ownership over Anakin. At the end of the Revenge of the Sith, the Jedi were also responsible for an attempted coup against a democratically elected leader of the Old Republic. Okay, let's face it, he wasn't a good guy, but neither were the Jedi in that instance. And also, Obi-Wan Kenobi lied to Luke Skywalker from day one, subjected him to ongoing propaganda so that he would ultimately face and kill his own father. But then again, he wasn't that much of a nice guy either. Number 2. Jar Jar Binks was either a dark side user or even a Sith master. Yes, that's right, Jar Jar Binks, which almost every sentient life form with an IQ higher than that of an amoeba can't stand, could well be a Sith Lord. Let's look at the facts. Qui-Gon Jinn just happens to run into him on Naboo when in the middle of a massive invasion, and somehow he manages to make himself completely indispensable to the ongoing plot as it moves forward. He then manages to manipulate the leaders of Naboo in order to be able to obtain for himself a job in the Senate representing the planet where he lives. Not bad for somebody who was shunned by his own people. He clearly has the ability to manipulate the Force, as can be evidenced by his elongated jump he made into the water at the beginning of The Phantom Menace, and despite appearing to be a complete fool, he helped turn the tide at the Battle of Naboo with actions which appeared to be foolish luck, but may well have been cunningly disguised to hide his use of the Force, as each time his arms were moving around the way that Jedis do when manipulating the Force. During the Galactic Civil War, it was Jar Jar Binks, as the representative of Naboo, who proposed to the Senate to provide Chancellor Palpatine with the emergency powers in order to take over the Senate and ultimately lead him to his grand plan to form the Galactic Empire. Number 3. Tatooine was not as removed from the centre of the galaxy as Luke believed. First off, Tatooine was the home for a number of high-profile figures in the Star Wars universe: Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, and Jabba the Hutt. Let's look at Jabba the Hutt. He's one of the most notorious crime lords in the galaxy. He employed Han Solo and Chewbacca as well as other smugglers to deliver black market goods across the known galaxy. It doesn't seem likely that such a crime lord would stay out on the fringes of the galaxy, as he would need to be close to his operations in order to ensure that he maintained control over them. There are at least 2 spaceports on Tatooine, Mos Eisley and Mos Espa. Isn't it a little overkill for an insignificant backwater planet which is far from the centre of the galaxy to have 2 spaceports? Tatooine also has to be a significant trading location. Obi-Wan describes Mos Eisley as a wretched hive of scum and villainy. When arriving in Mos Eisley, we see quickly that the place is filled with bounty hunters, smugglers and other villains like Dr. Cornelius Evazan and Ponda Baba, no doubt all there to make a fast buck. When running from being captured by the Trade Federation, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan and Queen Amidala could easily travel from Naboo on their way to Coruscant with a broken hyperdrive. Assuming they were travelling in a relatively straight line with only minor detours, that means that Naboo was much further away from Coruscant than Tatooine, and hence Tatooine must have been closer to the centre of the galaxy. Number 4. Luke hated the Empire but wanted to be a stormtrooper. Yes, that's right. Luke did hate the Empire. He stated so in the film, but he also wanted to transfer his application to the Academy that year when he was talking to Uncle Owen, drinking the blue milk back on Tatooine. Now let's be straight here. The Rebellion didn't have the resources and had to use hidden bases. They didn't have an academy. The Imperials did. Luke was talking about the Imperial Academy that his friend Biggs Darklighter had attended before defecting to the Rebellion. Had things been slightly different, Luke may well have applied and joined the Imperial Academy. From there, Luke might have been spotted by Vader and Sidious, and then trained as the son of Anakin Skywalker to be a Dark Lord of the Sith, completely changing the story of Star Wars. Number 5. Ewoks eat people and are really deadly. Wait, what? Yes, that's right, those lovely, cuddly, mini Wookiee-like teddy bears from Return of the Jedi are actually carnivores. This is one of the things which is really glossed over in the Star Wars universe, especially in Return of the Jedi, but they clearly intended to cook Han and Luke as a tribute to C-3PO. Han was bound, and he was about to be burned alive when Luke used the Force to trick the Ewoks into thinking that C-3PO had magical powers. Is that more evidence that Jedi aren't good guys? Interesting. Anyway, Ewoks are also highly intelligent, and despite having very crude weaponry, they were able to overcome the Imperial military on Endor, which was a highly advanced technological war machine. The Ewoks used cunning and strategy to overcome the Imperials at their weakest points and had clearly laid a number of traps in advance and directed Imperial forces into those areas. That's not the actions of a cute little teddy bear kind of character. So, that's my Star Wars theories for this episode. I plan to have more episodes in the near future, and I do hope that you've really enjoyed this one. I would love to hear what your theories about Star Wars are. Maybe you agree with some of my theories, and maybe you have your own. Please let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button to be notified when my next videos are released. You can follow me on Twitter at HERJUK. I have a Twitch channel, www.twitch.tv/HERJUK, and you can also find my blog on WordPress. Just look for HERJUK blog. You can also check out some of my videos on this channel and listen to me and the rest of the Cranky Gamer UK crew on our podcast, Cranky Gamers UK, which is available on iTunes, and you can also join our Cranky Gamers UK Facebook group. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. And may the Force be with you, always.